please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so it's time for another episode of Hit or Miss, where I look at NHL teams' first round draft picks from 2005 through 2015 and determine if each pick is a hit or a miss. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the Carolina Hurricanes. Before we start, I just have to ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you're new and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. It's greatly appreciated and helps the channel a lot. But let's get into it here, starting in 2005 for the Carolina Hurricanes, where they selected third overall in the NHL entry draft and took defenseman Jack Johnson. Now, this pick is a miss, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, Jack Johnson has had a solid, long NHL career. He's played over 900 career games, for God's sakes. However, if you've been following this series, you know that I am particularly tough on top 10 picks and even more so top 5 picks in the draft, as not just guys becoming good NHLers, but becoming superstars. And Jack Johnson is certainly not any superstar or star at the NHL level. He's a depth defenseman, basically, and while he's had a very solid career, he's certainly never lived up to being a third overall pick. So that makes this a miss, in my opinion. He's played 937 games in the NHL, scoring 70 goals, 232 assists for 302 career points, and a minus 117 career rating. Again, it's not that he's had a long career. It's just he's never lived up to being a top 5 draft pick. So that's what makes this one a miss, in my opinion. In 2006, they didn't have a first-round pick, so we move on to 2007, where they selected 11th overall and took forward Brandon Sutter. I'm going to have to say miss on this one as well, because yes, Brandon Sutter's had a good, long NHL career. However, he's never been more than a third liner. The offense has just never really come with him. He's played 727 career games. He's scored 143 goals, 134 assists for 277 points and a minus 12 rating. He's been a good defensive zone center, a good two-way defensive player, but the offense has just never really come. He's played over 700 games, doesn't even have 300 career points. And again, if you're drafting a forward at 11 overall, you're looking to get some, decent offense out of that pick. And Sutter just never has brought the offense. So I'm going to have to say miss on that one. He has had a good, long, solid career, but the point total is too low for someone taken 11th overall. In 2008, they selected 14th overall when they took forward Zach Boychuk. And now this one is certainly a miss, as Boychuk did not last very long at the NHL level, only playing 127 career games, scoring 12 goals, 18 assists for 30 points and a minus 3 rating. Obviously, he didn't play or score a whole lot in the NHL. He may follow me on Twitter. He follows everyone on Twitter, but I'm still going to have to go ahead and call that one a miss, unfortunately, for Zach Boychuk. In 2009, they selected 27th overall in the first round, and with that pick, they took center Phillipe Paradis, who I hope I said that right. I had never heard of before doing the research for this video, and it's because he played 0 NHL games in his career. Obviously, another miss here. Never touched NHL ice, complete zeros across the board, so obviously that's a miss. A lot of misses here, but then in 2010, they selected 7th overall, and with that pick, they took left wing Jeff Skinner, and this one is finally a hit for the Carolina Hurricanes, as he has played 720 games in the NHL, scoring 258 career goals, 207 assists for 465 career points, and a minus 118 career rating. That's because he's played on a lot of bad teams. So he's now in Buffalo, where he had a dismal season this year, but was really good last year. It's typical Jeff Skinner, very inconsistent player, but overall he's become a solid goal scorer. He's got over 250 career goals, 258 to be exact. So obviously he can put the puck in the net, and he's still become a solid player. So we'll say hit on that one. Hey everybody, Me again, interrupting this regularly scheduled episode because I am a fucking dumbass. I mixed up 2011 and 2012, and the Hurricanes actually did have a first-round pick in 2011. They drafted 12th overall, and with that pick, took defenseman Ryan Murphy. Now, this pick is a miss, as Murphy only went on to play 175 NHL games, scoring 8 goals, 35 assists for 43 points and a -27 rating. Obviously, he didn't last that long at the NHL level, not even playing 200 career games, and certainly a miss for someone picked as high as 12th overall. It was 2012 that they did not have a first-round draft pick, and that gets us now moving on to our regularly scheduled program, 2013, coming up next. Hopefully next time I won't be so stupid and we'll actually get things right. So we go to 2013, where they selected 5th overall, and with that pick took right wing Elias Lindholm. Lindholm may be with the Calgary Flames now, but he is certainly still a hit, as he's played 525 career games in the NHL, scoring 120 goals, 200 assists for 320 career points and a -48 rating. He's become a key piece to the Calgary Flames offense, playing on their top line with Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau, and just become a really, really solid goal scorer for them. So, you know, it took him a little while to get going in the NHL, but once he had that breakout in the NHL, that breakout season, he's become a really, really solid goal scorer since then. So definitely a hit there. In 2014, they selected 7th overall, and with that pick, they selected defenseman Hayden Flurry. Now, I'm going to have to say miss on this one, as Hayden Flurry has only played 132 career NHL games, scoring 4 goals, 19 assists for 23 points and an even rating. If this was a late first-round pick, I'd probably say hit, because he has, been in the NHL and he's a good depth defenseman for Carolina to have. However, he was picked 7th overall. This was a top 10 pick. If you're picking a defenseman in the top 10, I mean, bare minimum, they have to become a top 4 guy, right? And Hayden Flurry has not become that. He is a depth defenseman. Healthy scratched quite a bit, right on that like number 6, 7, 8 type guy on your organizational depth chart. Played a lot in the minors. He's very good in the AHL, but hasn't really fully become a staple in the lineup at the NHL. Just, again, kind of one of those depth guys. So we're going to have to say miss there because he was taken so high in the draft. And then finally in 2015, they selected 5th overall, and with that pick took defenseman Noah Hanifin. And this one is absolutely a hit. Yes, he's in Calgary now as well, as he was traded with Elias Lindholm to the Flames in that massive deal a couple years ago. But he's still certainly a hit. 389 career games played in the NHL, scoring 28 goals, 110 assists for 138 points, and a -47 rating. He's become a top 4 defenseman for the Calgary Flames. Really, really good player and good young defenseman. So without a doubt, Noah Hanifin's a hit. And, that does it for this, guys. This is interesting with Carolina because they stunk for a long, long time. And we can see why, because look at these misses early in this time frame. 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, all misses with their first-round pick. And then they started to get better. They started drafting better. They started making better moves. And now Carolina's at a point now in 2020 where they're a playoff team. So, we can kind of see them, start at the bottom being really, really bad and then getting better, and to the point now where they're a good team in the East and a playoff team. But very mixed bag here from the Carolina Hurricanes. But there you have it, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.